Hi everybody, Eric Mabey, founder of Bodies by Design. Welcome back to part 2 of the alcohol discussion. And this part of the talk is all about sobriety or breaking the addictive cycle or labels, judgment, support groups. Again, there's gonna be just hear this whole thing out. I have been life coaching people with various forms of addiction since 2005. And the variety of addiction, including alcohol, has been anything and everything you can dream of that people fall to or lean on as a coping mechanism. And so there's a whole world around this. So when you make the decision that these substances or alcohol no longer serve you and that you want to eliminate it from your life, that's great. This is where it gets a little controversial. Groups like AA, which have been around for over 100 years, have done wonders, absolute wonders for people at raising them from, we'll say, rock bottom and getting them in an environment that can support and promote sobriety. However, there's a cap, there's a ceiling that comes with that. And I've had this discussion most recently with a client of mine who is probably 20 years sober. And he's also on this life coaching conscious evolution journey with me as well. And also other peers of mine who have overcome various addictions that also practice the conscious work, the breath work, and the evolution of self-awareness. And although all of these things are talked about in AA, or again, I'm just pointing them out because the whole world knows of them, it's any other group, is that it raises them to a certain level. But what happens is there is a ceiling to this. And that ceiling comes in the form of a label or a judgment called once an addict, always an addict. And the moment you stamp that seal of you, there is a splinter or a sliver or a thorn of judgment that is implied with that label. Now, if you need that label to keep yourself safe, understand that it is a step in the direction of total healing, but it is not the end. The end is to transcend beyond the label and just be who you are, which is conscious and strong without the judgment, without the label. It's okay to choose whatever you choose in life. But if I have an issue with food and I'm walking around with a eating disorder mentality and I'm trying to avoid pizza and I'm trying to avoid cake at night, and I'm trying to avoid, like all it is a fucking struggle, excuse the language. It's just a struggle because you're always battling this label. But if I can heal everything within myself that created that impulsiveness in the first place, I can be free. I can still choose to not eat pizza and I can still choose to not drink alcohol, but I do it out of freedom, not out of labels, judgment, and constriction. Now again, I want to be clear. Sometimes the labels, judgment, and constriction is necessary to get people out of the bottom. That's fine. It is a step. But everything in the universe has a scale of ascension within it. And so it takes people from the bottom up to a certain level, but then it stops. And it's important that you do the expanded work beyond the groups, beyond the labels, beyond the judgments, so that you can have freedom in sobriety. Total, absolute inner freedom, and then you will be set free. I encourage people to just consider this. Those that have been helped through AA, and again, I've seen dozens and dozens and dozens of people that have achieved sobriety through it, which is great. I'm never undermining that. I want to be crystal clear about that. This is an expansion, an ascension beyond that. So just take that on, see what it feels like, see what it fits like, and then ponder what type of work, what type of inquiry, self-exploration might be necessary to dissolve that label. If anyone would love support in this, I am thrilled and happy to work with anyone dealing with any internal struggle. I thrive on serving my clients live their best life, and I hope to work with you one day.